Also, you know, I'm not here to give anyone MTG finance advice or finance advice of any kind. But if you don't need the cash, I say hang on to reserve list cards. That's my personal approach, which I'm not saying is right. But that's what I've done so far, for the most part, with some mistakes that we won't talk about. Some mistakes were mixed in there. Yeah. Cosmic Coil arrived for the finance discussion. Yeah. I just feel iffy giving anyone financial advice. I just don't feel qualified. And I really don't stay on top of MTG finance stuff at all. Some people in my circles are really savvy with that kind of thing. I am not.
So really all you need is 3 lands. That's how this game works.
I mean, 3 lines is pretty good.
Channel.
Yeah.
Pass.
I have Magic friends that are willing and dealing cards constantly. I often regret buying cards. And often regret getting rid of cards. But Twitch chat likes my advice, so that's good.
I was playing the Innistrad lands, and I had 2 planes out,
Oh no.
and I fetched a mountain, and I thought I had a plains, island, and mountain,
Oh no.
so that's why I switched my lands.
Yeah.
Because the 2 planes, I was so sure it was an island and mountain.
I need to pick up 2 islands.
The players are having fun.
For mine too, just because I'm on the Innistrad ones as well.
Ponder.
Yeah, that's a lot of pondering.
Yes. All I want to do is ponder and draw this. Go ahead.
Hoon in chat has made up their mind they're going to hang on to the extra Gilded Drake. We did it, everybody. We saved Hoon.
Draw. Play a plains.
Yes.
Prismatic ending.
Brainstorm?
Yeah, result. Trigger. Yeah.
You're confused by the Neon Dynasty lands? Really? I thought the Neon Dynasty lands are pretty straightforward. They got a giant mana symbol on them. They're colorful. I guess some of them, the colors of the art can throw you off, though, I guess. Maybe. I haven't played with them yet myself at all. I haven't drafted or played any limited of the set. I've only cast... I've channeled like 2 twin shot goblins so far, and that's the extent of my Neon Dynasty play.
That's what you got, right? Yes.
All my Neon Dynasty cards are coming in the mail this week. Sidenorna says, Chris, did you see the new Evergreen mechanic? Yeah, it's for Commander Goad. Is that what you're referring to? I saw a tweet about that just before I went live. Romario says, I am colorblind and these are fine. The other promo basics are a nightmare. I guess you're referring to the Innistrad. I can see that being a problem. Cosmic Coil, with a highlighted message, says, they are great. The double feature lands, on the other hand, are illegible from across the table. What do you think of Goad being an Evergreen Commander mechanic? All right, people in chat not liking the double feature basic lands. There's one on the table right now. And I can tell you it's an island.
One. So this, so if This would be a 2.
This turns into a plane.
But not
Yeah, you got it. It's exactly one of them.
So it's not, it can't do less.
Minus.
No.
Yep.
Yep.
I've said this before on stream, but I'm a big fan of Magic cards looking all new kinds of ways over the last 2 years with secret lairs and showcase cards and all that. I'm all for it. I say go nuts. But unfortunately, some of them may be hard to see from across the table, or hard to recognize in general. But I still say go nuts. CRF Jr., thanks for the follow. And Tom Ceratops, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
Cards 4.
Sign owner says, I think Goad is an interesting mechanic if there were more Bobs. I don't know. I'm not really sure what you mean by that.
Murktide.
Yep.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, you got 4 cards or 4 instant sources?
4 instant sorceries.
Got it.
Reckless charge. Trigger.
Reckless charge.
Force. Pitch. Trigger.
There's a reckless charge being fought over in a legacy match right now. And it's going to resolve.
That's 10, 11.
During my draw step. So once you draw, you get priority.
Yeah.
So that's one.
I'm just trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Draw.
Wow.
No cards in hand, right?
Correct.
Triggers on the stack or not?
Minus.
Yep. Swords. Yeah. I gain 7.
Didn't exactly keep it regular for
Anything else?
Nope.
2 cards?
2 cards.
And I will make
All right, Source of Plowshares hit the Murktide after the reckless charge. And here's a flashback reckless charge on Dragon's Rage Channeler, surveilling. Only 2 types in the yard now.
Which combat?
Yep.
3 coming in?
Check.
You're at 5.
I was at 5.
Last you?
What is this nonsense that you're putting out?
What? Okay.
Pyrotechnesis?
Pyrokinesis?
Pyrokinesis, that's what I was thinking of. Good?
Yep.
19. I will ponder. Ponder my life choices. Alright. Would you like to force duel ponder?
No, it's
Are you sure? I'm fine with that.
All right, Ponder resolving here. Sign owner says, I dislike that Wizards of the Coast can make arts like the movie posters that use formatting Altruist can't do. Yeah. I don't know. Flooded Strand. Flooded Strand cracking here. Dragon's Rage Channeler on the table for Andrew. And there's a waste. No, that's a plains. That's a plains. Waste doesn't get enough love, chat. We need more wastes. Give colorless mana a chance, everybody.
You got full cards in your graveyard, man. You can become immense twice. Become immense, target become immense.
Gives it 7 power.
Yeah.
Heshseed with an excellent question. What is the sweater game like at your local? It's pretty good. Some people wear 90s MTG hoodies at the shop. Some people wear business attire. Some people look like they're getting ready for a workout. And then that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, you got another set.
Minus.
Yep.
Go.
Unity is perfectly reasonable to be on the air. She's on the pile. Yep.
Bolt Narset.
Whoa. The top deck.
The top deck.
Pros are always saying person makes
Mantis Rider?
I just figured make the least mistakes by not doing anything.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh. I have to attempt to counter that. Put your brainstorm. Yeah, you got it.
Or plus and pass.
I mean, that was the most obvious Power Blast coming I've ever seen in my life, but Andrew went for it. And now has a red blast to remove it, so it all worked out in the end.
Did I say why did I keep this hand?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Trigger on the stack. Put it around. I'll activate. Brainstorm?
Yep.
Sure. I'll put it around.
Maybe better if the red blast was in hand to let Teferi resolve and then just blow it up on your turn. Maybe not. Maybe not. I take that back.
It's combat to make my blue go away.
Yes.
You got it.
The thing is, though, if Ronald is able to protect Teferi and counter the blast, then what happens? Hydroblast on expressive iteration. Sinon are pointing out the movie Beast Within. If there was an altar of a normal Beast Within, it would not be totem illegal. The thing is, though, Wizards makes the cards. Like, Wizards is the manufacturer of the product. Therefore, in their events, we have to use cards that look like the product as it was originally designed. And I get that it's getting a little muddy right now. Cards are looking all kinds of wacky different ways now, but I mean that's just how it is. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I did see also that an altar artist who apparently is popular for doing magic altars. I had not heard of this person. But they're doing a secret lair. So they're showing love to those people who have been in the game making altars for a long time. Which I think is pretty cool. Legitimizing them and turning their art into real cards. I like that. Oh, I don't know the person's name off the top of my head. I don't think it's Klug, though. think it's somebody else.
No, I'm not flipping mana. I'll find.
And you are tapped out.
Yes.
Done.
Swords.
Swords.
Alright, I'll game 6.
Attack for 2.
120.
Go.
Hesse with a good point. Surprised altars are tournament legal. They typically weigh more than and have a greater thickness. Yeah. I don't really know how we address that. But that is something I've thought about. So in a way, Wizards making perfectly normal weight, perfectly normal thickness altars. I mean, obviously they're not altered now. They're printed by Wizards of the Coast. Is kind of cool. You get all kinds of wacky, beautiful alternative versions of stuff to play with now. And really, the direction the game is going right now with, you know, Commander and all that, I think it's for the best.
Can we borrow that?
Petty theft here on the Shark token. Not on Snapcaster, which would be a misplay. Power Blast hits it.
It's 5/5.
Foils are legal, that's true. And foils... I mean, do foils weigh noticeably more than other cards? I don't know. Snapcaster putting in work here. Damn.
Go.
Yeah, let's do that. Game 3. That was a really bad key.
I drew more swords.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, yeah, this game
My
is.
brainstorm was
this game
swords,
is
swords.
done.
It was swords, prismatic, and now like, oh.
All right, going to game 3. Players are having a good time. 100% favored for Days Undoing, said Twitch chat in the poll, but it looks like the poll didn't really work because only one person voted. Okay.
Yeah.
No, all this discussion about foils and altars and all that stuff, I still think my favorite Magic cards to play with are just heavily played, beat up old cards. They're just, they have the most charm to me. Avison says, where is this tournament being played? In New York City. In New York City. Game Storia. Prismatic ending on Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Charge?
4.
Do you protect here?
18.
Like, give me a beat up 4th edition Lightning Bolt or Ice Age Brainstorm, and I'm happy. I'm good with that. Just beat up, like edges all nicked up, the back all scratched up. I'm super down for that.
Bolt you? Trigger?
Beat up revised cards. I mean, they're beautiful. Give me a volcanic island with with edges all nicked up. Justin, thank you for the raid. Another gigantic raid from the best vintage streamer in the game. Thank you, Justin. Welcome, everybody. We're here spectating Paper Legacy matches from my LGS here in New York City. We're in Game 3 of Days Undoing versus Izzet Delver. And we have some Neon Dynasty basics going on here. And the players appear to be having fun. They appear to be having fun. That's all the info I can give you on that. Hit the follow button if you like Legacy. We also play Vintage on this channel occasionally. Force on Hull Breacher. Okay. It looks like Ponder is now resolving. Is Bloodchief's Thirst good in Legacy? I'm going to say no. It is not. It's seen some play here and there, but it is not a Legacy staple in my mind. Avison, thanks for the follow. Sean, thanks for the follow. Colby says, I am so glad I turned Judge Comp into 2 Deutsch White Border Volks a few years ago. Yeah. I like that. That was a good move. Keith says, Keith Master Flex is here, everybody. Days Undoing deck is sweet. I agree. Okay, so we're casting a Brazen Bower in response to Teferi, and now it's getting bounced.
You don't understand. That threw me off completely. I was like, wait, what? What are you doing?
And like I said, the players appear to be having fun.
You yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's really good. Really can be.
Throw off my entire game plan.
Go ahead. Can be good, but if I have a way to start the file, I'm probably gonna put cyclers in there.
Yeah.
And a really
It's got to be removal, you're right.
Entire set.
Yep.
Minus.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm gonna draw land. You're right. It just makes
Get
more
shark type on.
Yeah. Just enough to get
Whatever, man.
Plus.
Like, this is ridiculous.
Go ahead.
How do you decide in the morning whether you're gonna
We know about a Power Blast in Ronald's hand. I believe. I think I saw it.
Last week I was here, I played Jeskai.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice set.
I'd like to look through like the 5-row retro stuff and just like pick
Good.
but I went on like
Minus.
Double Brazen Borrow in this deck. So this Izzet Delver deck casts Reckless Charge and Fire Blast in game 1. So there's some firepower in this deck. So watch out, everybody.
Go ahead.
I wanted to really like get in there and get to know
Because I got a bigger.
curses. I never really like.
Damn you, Shark Typhoon.
Damn, I'm sure.
Damn you.
I find it more fun to shut down combos than my own combos. So I don't really care that much about getting in real life.
It's a fairy.
Make a 1/1.
Yep. Block.
Yeah. Sure.
Just draw your best card off the deck.
think about legacy? It's like
Turn 0 Games former Hype Train conductor says, I now, through a series of random events, own 2 foil mass pulverizes. Is that card being played in Legacy now with all the 8 cats and turtles around? I think it's being experimented with in some sideboards. I have seen people talk about it recently. But yeah, it is mostly Meltdown, which needs a reprint, by the way.
Yep.
And some people start going down and actually like so bad.
Plus the 4. Go ahead.
2 different arts?
I much prefer the one.
Yeah, they didn't have all of them. I have 3 of that and 1 of this one. They didn't have the other one.
well, like you mean like trash monster or art
Yeah. Like turtle monsters is just not.
It's
It feels like it's
5/5.
missing out on some of the most
Huh?
powerful things, matron and
Yep.
Instead, play this.
those
Untap. Draw. Minus, bounce your guy.
yeah,
Draw.
that's what I'm doing.
Attack.
Okay.
it literally was like Cavern of Souls, but also City Traders and Ancient Tomb.
Oh,
Just like jamming tools.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, might not even have one.
Yeah, they don't have they have a chalice.
Turtle Unstoppable. Hidetsugu Surging? Did that card get pricey now? What's up, J Bears? Any turtle players at my local? Not yet. Not yet. But I do know of some number of people with turtles in the mail.
Card in the night days.
It's really great.
Yeah. So I didn't bother.
Yeah, game 2, it was a really bad keep.